Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Wilson and SamuraiHex. Welcome back to another episode of the Manager of Legends Journeyman save. The head coach slash director of football save with me, Matthew, and our manager, Neil Brannan. Now in today's episode we have a new season and a new transfer window. Well, hopefully we sign some very good players, maybe get rid of some of the more of the people that have upset me and because of that aren't playing. But we might not even be at West Ham by the end of this episode, considering we have a reputation of 5-star and I think we could easily get any club in the world. So we've got to be sure that the next club, whichever one it will be the right one, whether it's West Ham, considering staying with West Ham or going to a Chelsea or Bayern Munich, something like that. I want to say that these are the leagues that we have loaded. So we have Belgium, Croatia, though I doubt we'll get a Croatian job considering the low reputation of the clubs, maybe even Belgium. England, France, Germany, Italy, Japan. Probably not going to get Japan again until we move back to Nagano and FC Tokyo come the next start of the save. Once I've got up to about 60 years old as the manager of Neil Brannan. He's currently 50 this season, so yeah, another 10 years of the save and then we'll be going back to the old clubs. The Netherlands, Northern Ireland, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey and Ukraine. So any of these clubs could go for us, and it does kind of depend on the reputation and where they would be finishing in the league. Currently, West Ham, even though they finished third in the Prem, are only still a 4-star reputation club, even after winning an FA Cup and a Europa League, all in, and also a Community Shield, all in my tenure at the club. So I don't know why they're not 4.5-star reputation yet, but they're getting there. And whether that's going to be getting them to 4.5-star with us or someone else, I do not know. But we've got to do the season review for last season. So let's have a quick look at it, shall we? So only a few players joined us. Michael Krause joined us. He was a decent enough player. I think we got a really good deal for him, and hopefully he'll be here for many years to come. And Gutierrez, who I thought, we don't need another left back, but he's been shown how good he is. Tom Bray came in as well as a wonder kid. He's come in and done good. Hicham Al Amrani, bit overpriced, hardly played, and yeah, I think we're overpaid. For some reason, Mark Noble, our director of football, overpays on the Dutch players, people in the Dutch leagues, but everyone else he gets a fair price. So I don't know why he just overpays against AZ and PSV. I don't know why he does that. And Alex Merritt joined, but he never played a game for us. And considering it's cost about 4 million overall, and he's 35 and 36 are getting worse. Yeah, he might be leaving hopefully in the window. And then people that left were like people like Luke Inderjohn, who left because of his loan deal, obligation thing. Gendry we also sold. Wader we sold. Bilbao we sold as much as I would have liked to have kept them. Ojeda we also sold for big money. Alex Innocent also was sold for big money as well, considering he was not really playing much. And yeah, if you look, Forest got 3 of our players. Forest got 3 of our players. We just kept buying all of our players for some reason. But yeah, Premier League. They expected us to finish in the Champions League, which I was surprised about at the start of the season, but we managed to do it quite easily. Apparently, the 1 point looked like she was title contenders, so it does take somewhat of the shine off it because we only finished 3rd. Champions League, they were disappointed that we were knocked out in the round of 16 when they wanted to reach the quarterfinals, and they wanted to win the UEFA Super Cup, but we finished runners up, of course. Reached the last stages of the FA Cup, finished just about there in quarterfinals, and competitive in the FA Cup. While we did be competitive in finishing in the third round. The biggest win was in the Emirates FA Cup, where we beat Swansea 7-1. Match to remember was the 3-0 victory against Man U, and the goal of the season came in the 2-0 victory against Bournemouth by Jose Marza. In terms of club reputation, we're still continental, like I said. We've gone down in sponsorship once again. Broadcast revenue's gone down as well. However, corporate competition and matchday commercial have all gone up. We've sold just under 14 in total merchandise and 1 million odd in non-domestic sales, and we sold well over 500,000 shirts sold. Zaza, Smith, Toklamati, Gray and Lopez were the most sold shirts. How we lined up: best goalkeeper was Pauli Cobal, and then it was Gray, Marsa, Luis Romero and Gutierrez in defence, Archie Gray and Carlos Lopez as our 2 DMs, Matias Zaza and Giovanni Tressi, Colin Smith as our 3 attacking midfielders, and Toklamati as our striker. We finally won the Manager of the Month in September and April. Fans Player of the Season was Colin Smith, and Young Player of the Season as well. Goal of the Season was Jose Marza. Cup goal scorers Toklamati, most assists Zaza, most Player of the Match awards was Carlos Lopez, highest average rating was also Colin Smith. Most passes per 9 minutes was Zaza was 69. I think it's always 69 for some reason. And most clean slips by player in the season was Cobal with 23. PFA Young Player of the Year was Giovanni Tressi, so he's won a good reward there. Yeah, we've done quite well. So of course the first club, if you didn't know, was criticism of Chavchy for half a year, got sacked, went to Nagano, got him promoted 2 years in a row, then left to FC Tokyo where we then won the league, and then just when we'd won the league, West Ham came calling, and we've been with them since 2013. It's now 2033. So in terms of Journeymans, it's probably right about Journeymans on YouTube, it's right about a point to leave the club. But considering we only do like 3 episodes a season, we might very well get more of a chance and keep staying with them. I don't know how it's going to go. It depends on if the right club comes calling for us. And the season budget, it's 237 million, nearly just under 5.5 to spend. So we've got 1.3 million to spend in the wage budget. So a load of money, and hopefully we can spend it and get some really good players in. It is the 8th of June, and the only player to leave us so far is Gareth Knight. However, if I could continue, Brighton have offered us an interview and a job offer. They're offering us £105,000 per week. Currently, we're only on 47,000, so it's a big upgrade. And if I look at Brighton, they're expected to finish 8th in the Premier League this season. However, we're second best, and I kind of get upset on that. The only way I will now leave, at least this season, is if it's a top club or club in the who could expect to be top 5 or something in media preview in one of the other leagues. I'm not leaving West Ham to go to Man City or something. So I am gonna, if you're a Brighton fan, I'm sorry, but I am gonna walk away from Brighton and hopefully continue on with West Ham, and like I said, like Napoli or Juventus come like they did last season, and yeah, we might join them. But I think England, I'll just stick with West Ham. The 3rd of July, and some transfers have gone in, some have left. So the only person to join so far is Simon Shajastad, comes in from Blackburn for quite cheap wages and quite cheap transfer value. He might get us gold. He was at Liverpool, was released, played 4 times in Blackburn last season, so we've picked him up. Hopefully he'll turn into a good player, who knows. In terms of other things that have happened, Arthur Bayer has gone out on loan to Bolton. Mohamed Kudus has finally left us to Sevilla, where he's apparently going to be an important player on £180,000 per week. I highly doubt Sevilla will play him as an important player. Philip Gallagher has also left us to Coleraine. he was a player that joined us originally as a youth player, and he's gone to Coleraine now. He was at loan to Barnsley, I think. Was it Barnsley? I didn't even read it. Yeah, Barnsley, where he played 5 games. And Lons have signed Kieran McCausland. He could have been in my first team plans. He played a couple of times last season. He would have been in my first team plans. It depends on how many people we do sign. But yeah, Lons have signed him on loan. I don't think it's got an optional future fee. No, it hasn't. But yeah, hopefully he'll do good and maybe get to that 2.5 star potential ability or even higher. However, Newcastle have offered us the job. Now, this one I'm really thinking about, but I'm going to stick to my guns and reject it, considering the only clubs I'll leave, like I said, are the top 5 leagues in other countries. I'm not leaving West Ham for Newcastle, who I think if I go to the preview, I'm expected to finish 3rd. Where I think I'm still expected to finish 2nd. Or not. We've gone all the way down to 8th favourite team. Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, all of them have got better, so maybe we should have left to Brighton, now that they're 10-1 and we're 20-1. I don't know. It's tempting, and £105,000 is probably the max we can ever get, unless of course the Saudi Arabian leagues were added in next year's FM, then I reckon you'd get be about 500,000 a week wages. But yeah, I'm gonna walk away. And now, I don't think another club will be going in for us all season, all summer. So we've got to make do with West Ham. I'd like to have joined Newcastle, but I'm sticking with my idea originally that we only leave for a foreign club, and that we're top 5, expected to be top 5 in their league. So yeah, I'll see what happens in the next few months, and we hopefully sign more players and maybe sell some more of the deadwood. Right, things have gone wrong. Look at that. All season, all transfer window, because the transfer window has now ended, we only signed 2 players. One, Suwani would never be able to get into our first team unless he has a drastic improvement in the year. And the other one, Gonzalo Bernal, joins us as our first choice goalkeeper. 4-star goalkeeper, comes in from Brentford, originally of Boca and Libertad Sunchales in Argentina. And he's doing well. He did really well with Brentford, and he's got moved to Hulls towards, But yeah, no signings. And now I'm wishing I'd gone to Newcastle or Brighton. But yeah, people that have left since last time. Welshman left Bath City. Cyrus Clement's gone on loan to Mansfield. Matthew Hopkins has gone on loan to Luton. And Gregor Cabal finally sold. Well, not finally sold, was sold to Al Hilal after they were trying to go in for him a few times. So yeah, 35-year-old Gregor Cabal was sold. Not a profit, but still quite a lot of money. And if you look then, it was the 10th of July when we sold him, and it took us until the 27th of August to actually get a replacement. Otherwise we're having to pay really not good enough players in goal. Adam went on loan to Dartford. Sayed Kamis, just a youngster who could have got good. Director of football decided to sell him to Leicester. Mohamed Apong has gone out on loan to Cambridge. Ibrahim Akachi gone on loan to Bolton. Ismail Garuda has gone on loan to Bromley. Melisk Ozturk's gone on loan to Wolfsburg. I think it has an optional future fee of just under 7 million. I hope, because look, he's worth 10 million. I hope Wolfsburg don't go accept that bid and sign him, because I would like him for next season. I would have liked him this season. David Bowser went on loan, has been sold to Burnley. Mark Mampassi, who wanted to leave, has been sold to Wolves in the Championship after they got relegated. Callum Regan was loaned out to Venley. Antonio, who was our first choice goalkeeper, wow, we didn't have a Bernal, was loaned out to Feyenoord, and I was really, really worried now that we wouldn't have a goalkeeper. Thankfully, like I said, Bernal was signed. But yeah, Anthony was loaned out to Feyenoord when he could easily have been our first choice or backup. Brent Thompson's been loaned out to Malaga. Callum Broderick's been loaned out to Torino. Alfemi's been loaned out to Hartlepool. Corey Daniels has been loaned out to Sheffield Wednesday. Kelly Miller's been loaned out to Telford. Dunlop also been loaned out to Finlay. Corey Ferguson was loaned out to Ipswich. Liam McGowan was loaned out to Ipswich. Raymond Sow, who was unhappy with me because I removed him from the I think it was Premier League or Champions League club. No, it was Champions League. I removed him from the Champions League, so he got unhappy. So I agreed that I would loan him out, and thankfully Atletico went in for him straight away. So he's gone to Atletico. I doubt he'll get game time there. Gummi's gone on loan to Reading. Sami Al-Amrani, who was in our first team plans, has been loaned out to Lille. I don't know if there's a future fee agreed. No, there isn't. Yeah, he could have been useful for us this season, but apparently decided to loan him out. And Joan Penar, who was really unhappy with me, and I wanted him gone for like ages. His training has been awful. Yeah, he's finally been sold to Montpellier. He's been finally left us, but to Montpellier on loan. I don't know why my voice is cracking all the time, but he hasn't got a loan fee. But hopefully he will be loaned out and then go away permanently come next season, unless his contract runs out this season. No, he's got another year on his contract, which is disappointing because I want him out of the club. In terms of results, though, I think it's literally been the worst season of pre-season we've ever had. We drew 2 games and then won 3. So normally we win like every single game and maybe lose 1 or draw 1. But yeah, we had less pre-season games and we only won 3. However, we did play Derby, my own beloved Derby. I don't know why my voice gets cracking. But yeah, we played Derby and we beat them 2-1, which is disappointing because I want them to stay up. I wouldn't mind losing to them, if anyone, to Derby. The only one club I'd like to lose to is Derby, I should say. Then lost to Newcastle, showing that we should have gone to them. Leicester, we drew 1-1. West Brom, we had to rely on penalties to get to the third round of the FA Cup. However, we played Arsenal and we won 6-0 against them. Arsenal are having a tough time with 3 points, while we've got 7. So they've played 4 games and only got 1 win. Derby got a point. If you want to know, the teams that were promoted from the Championship alongside Derby were Burnley and Birmingham. So Burnley and Burnley, you know, they can easily stay up if they get good results. Birmingham, Derby, if anything, are destined to get relegated, which disappoints me massively as a Derby fan. But yeah, a really disappointing transfer window. 2 players signing, and 1 being first team and him being necessary because we got rid of 2 of our other good goalkeepers. So if we hadn't signed him, I would have really had panic. If we wanted to know what's happening with the side currently, we had to get Sam Tobin into the side, 2-star current ability goalkeeper, who's been with us the entire time. He's been loaned out to League 2 and League 1 clubs, as well as VVV Venlo, where I hardly played for them. But yeah, he's our second choice goalkeeper, because I don't think Merritt's good enough. He played 1 game and had an absolute shocker of the match. But yeah, also having to bring in people like Tom Morris, Fabian Payán, who's not ready for the first team just yet, Goran Huggins, Leo David, Larger Ramazani's also not good enough, but he's staying in the squad, and Michael Mendes, who's apparently, I think, a wonder kid. Yeah, he's a wonder kid, so I've got to be playing him often to get into that potential. Yeah, that is enough of this episode. If you have enjoyed this video, give the video a like. I don't know why you would like it, because I'm not liking this video because I'm not happy with the soundings that we didn't do. But if you if you want to like it for my misery, go ahead. You can also subscribe to the channel as well, hit the bell as well for mobile notifications so you never miss an upload. Comment a comment saying, boy, the director of football's done you dirty there, and other things like checking out all my description links that are below. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.